Boom. We gotta clap it up. Because this game right here, the #1 player in the entire country, the best point guard in the country, Mr. DJ Wagner, he finally squared up against Robert Dillingham, the Kyrie Irving in the high school game, the Allen Iverson of the high school game, the best handle. You cannot guard this man. We had a DJ Wagner versus Robert Dillingham matchup. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, this has to be probably the game of the year. Definitely one of the best games so far in the entire Nike Peach Jam. I personally think this game definitely lived up to the hype. I'm not saying that DJ and Robert Dillingham, they performed up to par, which we will get into a bit more later. But I will admit, this game overall, from the minute the game started up until the end, this definitely was a game to watch. And like I said, there was so many storylines in this game. You had Robert versus DJ, you had GG Jackson. I haven't even mentioned GG Jackson. You had GG Jackson versus DJ Wagner. Those are two guys that people are putting in contention of being the #1 player in the class. You even had Mackenzie McBuckle in that game versus GG Jackson. You had Aden Holloway, you had Aaron Bradshaw. There was so many great players in this game and so many things to take away as well. And you watch this video, I hope you watch this game. I want to know your overall opinions on this game in the comment section below. Let's get a great basketball conversation popping in the comment section. I want to know who you personally thought won the matchup. Who do you think was the best player on the floor? Do you think Robert Dillingham is the better player? Do you think DJ Wagner is a better player? Do you think even Mackenzie was the best player on the floor? Just comment down below, guys, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I know a lot of you guys watch my videos and you're not subscribed. Guys, what are you doing? It literally takes 2 seconds. I appreciate the support and everybody watching the videos, and also join the free Hoops Discord down below, guys. We're about to hit, I think, like 300 members in there, so we're definitely moving along. Shout out to everybody in the Discord. Do not forget to smash that like button. But guys, let's go ahead and break down this game more in depth and kind of see the key takeaways from this game. Like I said, the main matchup in this game that we were kind of anticipating was DJ Wagner versus Robert Dillingham, two players that are in contention of being the best point guards overall in the entire country. Yes, I will admit, Isaiah Collier is definitely in the conversation. It sucks that he didn't get to play just because I believe he has a torn meniscus. But like I said, DJ Wagner and Robert Dillingham, two guys that are in contention of being the #1 point guard in the country. Both these guys, there is even rumors that they may both end up going to Kentucky. I know Robert Dillingham has already committed to go to that program, but there's even been conversations that DJ Wagner, he potentially could be teaming up with Robert Dillingham at Kentucky. So this was definitely a great game to watch. And even the fact that John Calipari also flew in to watch both these guys square up too. So I'm not saying it's official that DJ Wagner is going to Kentucky, but I don't know. There could be little hints pertaining on which school that he's going to go to. But like I said, I think there was so much pressure on both of these players, so much on the line. These were the main two people that everybody was watching. They were both talking trash. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen Robert Dillingham play this aggressive on the defensive end in my entire life. This man Robert Dillingham was trying his hardest to strap up this man DJ Wagner, and I think he honestly did a great job of locking DJ Wagner. I'm not saying he completely stopped him, but I think Robert Dillingham definitely was making it hard for DJ Wagner to score, and you can see them even talking trash, going back and forth. I mean, Robert Dillingham would get some buckets on DJ, then DJ would get some buckets on Rob. So this was definitely a both game from the offensive end and also the defensive end as well. I know Robert Dillingham, he finished the game with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. DJ Wagner, he finished the game with 13 points, 5 rebounds, and also 7 assists. And I'm not gonna lie, they both didn't really shoot too well from the floor. Robert Dillingham, he shot 6 for 16 without making a 3, and DJ Wagner, he shot 6 for 20 and only going 1 for 6 from 3. So from the efficient side of things, they definitely, neither of them were really that efficient, but I just like that Robert Dillingham was just being a lot more aggressive, at least on the offensive end, and was trying to be more engaging on that side of the floor. Even though he was missing a lot, I think Robert Dillingham, sometimes he does have a bad shot selection. A lot of the shots, I feel like he was literally just throwing it up in the air, just trying to I don't know. I'm sure if you watch the game live, you can honestly, you understand what I'm saying. It just felt like, I just definitely felt like Robert Dillingham's shot selection could have been a lot better. DJ Wagner, he was definitely driving and being aggressive whenever it came to driving in the basket, but he just kind of wasn't finishing. I know the players on CP3 was making it hard for him to score at the rim, but I still like the fact that DJ was still attempting to shoot as many shots as he could. Like I said, the fact that both of these players, even though they did have the hype and attention, I do think from a player standpoint of how good they both did, I would definitely say this was not the best game for both of these players. On IG Live with D-Rich TV, shout out to Jerry McCain. He was on the live with us. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. But on live, I said that Robert Dillingham had the better bad game. Yes, I know that can be a little bit confusing, but if you, like I said, if you watch the game, you kind of understand what I'm saying. But like I said, we got to clap it up for both of these players, because the amount of pressure that was on these two players, the amount of attention, and they still came and delivered this great anticipated matchup. I definitely like what I saw, and I think both of these players are going to be elite in the future. And I'm praying that they both go to Kentucky, because a duo with DJ Wagner and Robert Dillingham, a great defensive player with DJ, and then you got a great offensive player with Robert. Guys, definitely a dynamic duo, and definitely a great duo that I think is going to excel on the collegiate level. Now, when it comes to Aden Holloway, when it comes to who was the best player on the entire floor, Aden Holloway, he was the man. He was the best player by far. The way he was setting up the game, the way that he was controlling the pace of the game, the way he was setting up teammates, the way he was scoring the ball, super fluid and efficient. Guys, nobody on the floor could guard this man, Aden Holloway. He finished with 19 points and 10 assists and only had 3 turnovers in this game, and he shot 4 for 6 from 3. Guys, if you watch this game, the way that he controlled the entire game, controlled all the matchups, the way that he was shooting off the dribble, coming off screens, doing everything, Aden was that guy. And then, like I said, his ranking after this game, it has to go up. I don't know how exactly tall he is, but Aden Holloway, I don't know what school he's going to be going to as well, but Aden is definitely that dude. That's something that I learned in this. Not even learned. I've been trying to tell people about Aden Holloway. I just personally think that he definitely delivered, and he was easily the best player on the floor. Mackenzie McBuckbo, he was the second best player on the floor in my opinion. The way that he was shooting off the dribble, the amount of threes that this man was hitting, I'm not gonna lie, this has to be the best game, at least one of the best games that I've seen Mackenzie McBuckbo play. I mean, 8 for 15 from the field, 19 points, 8 rebounds, and he was also affecting the game on the defensive end as well. D-Rich TV's been trying to tell me that Mackenzie could be the #1 player in the country, and after watching Mackenzie last night, like I said, he's gotta be in contention of being one of the best players. If he can be like this, more consistent, I definitely feel like he has the ability to be the #1 player on the floor. GG Jackson, that's another name that was also in this game. I feel like he wasn't as dominant, in my personal opinion, as he should have been. I think he definitely needs to tighten up his handle. That's one thing that I've been noticing about GG Jackson. I think the stat sheet can kind of be misconstrued. Yes, he finished with 18 points, going 7 for 13 from the field. But I don't know, if you watch the game, even though he had a lot of points, I definitely feel like he could have engaged himself in the game a lot more, especially when it comes to scoring the ball. And that only tells you the potential that he has. The fact that he finished with 18 points, but he still kind of didn't feel like he had 18 points. It's kind of hard to explain, but there's a lot of things that I feel like GG definitely needs to improve on. And if he can play at the next level, if he's ready to play in that 22 class, going to college next season to play at South Carolina, at least that's the rumor, I want to see if he can do that. Like I said, the potential is definitely there, but the types of points that he gets right now, I don't know. I personally have some questions. I'm not saying he's not going to excel at that level. I personally feel like I just need to see a little bit more. But like I said, great rebounder, great pick and roll type of player, super aggressive. I like GG Jackson's game. Like I said, this game definitely lived up to the hype. Both teams, in my personal opinion, they were definitely equally matched. Aden Holloway, shout out to him. Mackenzie McBuckbo, shout out to him. I didn't even mention Aaron Bradshaw. Aaron Bradshaw, he has to be in contention of being one of the best centers in the entire high school game right now. Great defensive player, great offensive player. He can stretch it out and shoot 3, 5 for 11, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks. Aaron Bradshaw, I'm definitely a huge fan. I like his game. At first I had questions, but this game right here, and even throughout this season, he definitely improved a lot in my personal opinion. So shout out to Aaron Bradshaw. You watching this video, I want to know your overall opinions on this game. How was the matchup between GG Jackson and DJ Wagner? How was it between Robert Dillingham and DJ Wagner? Aden Holloway, Mackenzie McBuckbo, Aaron Bradshaw. Guys, you watching this video, I want to know your overall opinions on this game. Do you think it lived up to the hype? What are your expectations heading into this next senior year for all these players? Do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, join the Discord, link is in the description. And yeah, with all that being said, guys, thank you for watching, and it's been an episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.